Hey there, boys and girls. Today I'll be doing Scorn of the Demon Wall with Wulong. Kind of the way I went about this with Rain, I had External Imbue and Peril available for him. Bartz is very self-sufficient. He has an elemental weapon equipped. He couldn't be dispelled by the boss. His rotational damaging ability is a great Imperil as well. But we're going to try to make Wulong do a little bit of this on his own. We need to use no items, black magic, beat it within 20 turns. I saw Matt had a really nice Wulong setup. We'll take it. As far as the Espers goes, we've got Gravity from Diablos on Aiden. Ignis is going to handle most of the resist, but you know, you've got those on Titan and Phoenix as well. Aiden's going to be our healer for this one. Status immunity. He's got the dual cast on, so he can seal with Gravity and do something else. General guidelines for gearing: hit points, defense, earth resist for your units. Chow's going to be our magic tank. A lot of people like throw off on Chow because he's not Charlotte. I'm okay with that. You know, Charlotte's great. I think she's probably the best unit in the game. But I really like Chow's healing abilities that he's got. You do have to support him via like somebody like Ignis, so you can get the general mitigation. But it's really cool. Kryla's going to be our passive provoke dodge tank. She is not death immune. Make sure you take note of that. I'd have to use some STMRs on her to get her death immune. I chose not to do that because I don't think this fight's going to go 13 turns. But do note, if you go 13 turns on this, or past that, or you start missing some of these gravities, like you could be taking death attacks, you know, they're provocable early on, so you know, just keep that in mind when you're doing this. Like if you mess up, maybe you took damage in the wrong way or whatever, just keep that in mind. A substitute would be to just run Cecil in Chow's slot, make him passive provoke, full evade, death immune. He can cover most of the things that we're going to be doing on his own. Anywho, Ignis is going to be our buffer. He's the cooker of the group. Wulong is our damage unit. A lot of stone killer. Decent hit points, decent spirit on Golem. Let's see, Matthew geared up really well. He's got he's geared up the same damn way, except he's got Renoa's STMR on. Huh, that's cool. Alrighty, let's give it a go. Oh, one more thing before I jump into the video. Limited units. I want to talk about it. I want some feedback about it. Let me know what you think about it. I try to keep them out of my traditional clears the best I can. I do not think it's a bad thing to use limited units whatsoever. I feel like you should play this game with the units that you like to use and the units that help you win first and foremost. But I do respect the fact that some people don't have Kryla, they don't have Chow, they don't have Wulong, they don't have this, don't have that. I understand. So I always try to post like my first clear, be like a generic clear that you know, I'm just giving tips on, anybody can pretty much follow. And then, you know, subsequent clears, I like to go ahead and start using some of the limited units. And I was thinking, because Wulong's powerful, he's going to last for a little while as a damage unit. Why don't we just keep all the limited units together as best we can? Let me know what you think about that, or if you would rather see them sprinkled with other units. So just tell me, give me some feedback on it. Tell me what you think about it. Entirely up to you guys. Like I really have no bias as far as what units I use. I really like Bartz. I really like Aiden. I really like Charlotte. But you know, I don't want to run like perfect teams all the time. I like my teams to kind of make sense. Okie dokie, on to the boss. Buffs his defense and spirit. He's going to do that every 4 turns. Super duper annoying. Go ahead and get immunities with Chow, since there's nothing for him to magic cover turn 1. And then with Aiden, what I'm going to do, get a defense and spirit buff. So the reason I'm doing that is just kind of make the onset of this fight a little bit more manageable. Same thing with Kryla. Let's get an earth resist buff and calamity brew, so we can break the boss. Ignis can fire up the old grill. Either of Wulong's imbues will work just fine on this boss. I'll do fire. You do whatever you want to do. Go ahead and send that off. Boss is going to counter being hit with some retaliations. It really hurts, 3k damage. He's got a lot of fixed AoEs. He's going to buff his attack and magic. Going to hit us really, really hard. When he buffs his attack and magic, you've got to hit him with gravity. That's going to seal that and stop him from getting close to you. Okie dokie, Kryla. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Let's get Hindering Chant and Dark Anathema so we can get her good breaks next turn. Same thing with Aiden, all the way to the bottom. Let's get dual cast Gravity and a heal. Best boy Chow. Throw up that magic cover. I want to get general mitigation and a resist buff ready with Ignis. We'll start our damage rotation with Wulong. Chi, Acupoint, cooldown Acupoint. Make sure you're not putting that cooldown Acupoint into the undispellable defense and spirit buff. The best you can. It'll help out your damage in the long run. That pink swirly lets you know you sealed the boss correctly. Matt's a little shy on hit points here. That could be an issue for us going into the fight. He's got like 12k. I've got 14k. It's probably because he's not hit point potted. Totally fine. I just wanted to kind of make note of that, just in case like he gets super low or even dies. If he dies, you know, probably game over for us. I want to push a threshold on this turn right here. I feel like on this boss, like I feel better about pushing thresholds like on my terms, you know, not just willy-nilly. We'll get these Maguses in order to do that. Turn that off. We got to get below 70%. Nice. That does a fuck ton of damage though, that's for sure. Let's see here. Turn 4 is going to be a defense and spirit buff with Chow. Let's do Saintly Healing ×2. With Kryla, let's do Debilitating Pot and Dark Covenant. I want to Dispel on next turn, so I want to break again. Go ahead and do Saintly Healing. I believe it's got a little MP attached to the end of it, so it helps us get some MP back. Same thing with Aiden. I'm just going to do MP recovery. We're good on all our buffs and whatnot. Aiden's not the best at MP recovery, but he does have it. And with Ignis, we'll send him back to cooking, because every time I push a threshold, I want to be able to come back with that general mitigation. Yeah, we might see a death right here with Matt. No, it's just Rock Slide. Really, really, really risky on those hit points. There's your defense and spirit buff. Let's get Kryla. Another thing with Kryla, they put Neutralize Enchant, which is the dispel on us, and then she's got Nullify Enchant, which is a dispel on it. I'm not saying I did it, but make sure you hit the right one. You want to dispel the boss, not yourself, and then you want to re-break. Nice thing about Chow, his heals are going to come back the next turn and heal you again, kind of like Lena. With Aiden, I want to do General Mitigation. Let's jump down here and pick up his cooldown buff. That way we get a good defense and spirit buff as well. Since we got dispelled, we have to re-imbue. I'm just going to refresh Chi and an Acupoint. Basically, when that defense and spirit buff goes up, like I can't do a whole lot of damage, so I feel like it's better to just rebuff on those turns. Let's see here, Dr. Aiden. I guess I'll just do status immunity. We'll get Chow to cover. I just want to try to mitigate as much damage onto my units as humanly possible every single turn. Alrighty, it's turn 5. Right, yeah, it's turn 5. I want to try to push this 50% threshold right here. The boss does not have any buffs active right now. So let's go ahead and use one Chi. We'll use our cooldown. I delayed it. I could have used it like last turn, but I didn't. I delayed it so I'd have it available this turn. Chi and a Palm Strike. Go ahead and hit this guy really hard. See if we can get below that 50%. Oh yeah. Alrighty, so we're going to take a Dispel this turn. I can't quite remember if the boss is going to buff himself. Let's do no Spellbreaker. See, they put these damn icons here looking the same. I see what you're doing, Goomy. Let's get Chow. Do a Saintly Healing. That way we get healed on the next turn. We should be good on our immunities. Yeah, we super good on that. So let's jump down here with Aiden and get some more MP. Ignis, like I said before, I want to do cooking. Oh, could be bad news bears right here. Oh man, it's super low. He buffs his attack and magic. That tells us that we've got to seal the boss. It's so close, man. Matt, you're riding like the razor's edge here, bro. I love it. Let's see, did I give myself the ability? Yes, I gave myself the debilitating pot. Alrighty. Ciao. Let's jump down here and get our immunities. Because with Dr. Aiden, I need to do gravity because he used the attack and magic buff. I really want to dispel that attack and magic buff because Matt makes me extremely nervous. We'll do that. We'll use the gravity and a dispel. Okay, perfect. Now with Kryla, let's do a debilitating pot. Let's jump down here and get Soul Surge. If you don't know what Soul Surge does, it's 200% undispellable spirit buff, which is pretty nice. Well, I kind of overlapped that because this is a rebuff turn from Wulong. Hey, if you're watching at home, Gonzy the Mage made a boo-boo. I'm getting a 250% spirit buff from Wulong on that turn, so I could have saved Soul Surge. No big deal, though. Let's get general mitigation and some resist. That pink swirly. Oh, man. Good news is Wulong's got a shit ton of spirits, so you know that AoE, magic AoE doesn't really affect him too much. Alrighty, turn 7, we can do damage this turn. 30% is our next threshold. Let's see, we've got our cooldown available. Is this a chi round? Do we need to redo chi? Yeah, we need to redo chi. This is a full rebuff round. Not that. Jesus Christ, man. Let's do chi, acupoint, and a cooldown. Alright, let's send this off, see if we can hit that threshold. I think we got it. Yeah, boy! Alrighty, with Chow, let's go ahead and double heal. Next turn is going to be a Dispel turn. Do I have Dark Anathema yet? It's 1 turn cooldown. That's unfortunate. Let's do Dark Covenant. Let's see here. With Mr. Aiden, I believe I'm just going to do MP recovery. Since Chow's got her heals covered. Let's refresh cooking with Ignis. This is probably going to be a little bit sensitive right here because of those counters. We'll see if we make it. Yeah, we good. So we're going to take a Dispel at the end of this turn. Like I said, I kind of goofed. So, you know, it would be wise to use like Kryla's buff this turn. I messed up. I messed up, guys. We need to re-imbue. We're good on chi, so let's do a couple acupoints. Definitely don't forget that re-imbue. Alrighty, with Kryla. Let's jump down here and do Nullifying Chant. And Debilitating Pot. The reason being the boss buffed its defensive spirit this turn. I just want to go ahead and get that removed so I can come back next turn. Start putting in the deeps. Excellent. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's take Chow and Magic Cover. Let's take Dr. Aiden. Let's do... trying to figure out what the best way to do. Let's buff our stats. And let's give ourselves stat break immunity. I just want to D up as much as possible. Then we'll get resist and general mitigation with Ignis. I kind of overlapped that with Kryla right there. I'm doing everything I can to keep Matt safe. This is fun. I kind of like this. Alrighty. I don't think he buffs his attack and magic yet. I think we're good on that. Okay, we good. Alright. What about chi? Do you need some chi? No, he's got 1 turn of chi. What about our big boy cooldown? We got 2 turns on the big boy cooldown, so we can just kind of go off this turn. We'll do 2 Aki points and a cooldown. 10% is our next threshold. Let's see if we can hit it. 2 Aki points and a cooldown. Oh yeah, 5%. Oh boy, what do we gotta do? Pharila. Let's do Dark Anathema. Let's have Chow do a double heal. Let's get Ignis to cook. Yeah, fuck it. We'll fire off Aiden's Limit Burst because it's super cool. Man has angel wings. There's the attack and magic buff. That tells us we got to use gravity. I would, Matthew, you even got petrified. Oh Jesus Christ, Matt! I love it. I'm just giving him a hard time. I really appreciate, like seriously, guys. Everybody that sets friend units up for me. The list of names is like infinite. There's so many people that do awesome things to help out. Like I really appreciate all that stuff. Let's see who's got a buff. Krylo's got Soul Surge. That's nice. So we wasn't penalized too heavily for doing that at a turn. Go ahead and get Matt out of this stone. We don't have a cooldown. We took a Dispel. We have to be mindful of that. I probably should have imbued with Aiden, but oh well. It's fine. We got plenty of turns to do this. Let's see here. Can you? She's got her break available. The boss has an Imperil active. Let me go. Ignis, my man. Ignis with the bigness has got, as Mars says, he's got that cooldown. Let's do that instead. Let's use this big cooldown. I want to try to get a spirit buff for Wulong. I want to go for a kill right here. It would have been better if I would have imbued. Then I could have just done 1 chi and then 2 Aki points. Let's see if we can get it. Hey, we got her. Nice. 10 turns. That's my fastest clear. I've done it in 11 with Rain, but I didn't record that one for YouTube. I just kind of did that with on my own. The YouTube Rain I think was 13. I believe Bart's coming at 13 as well. Matt was geared exceptionally well for damage on this fight, so that's probably why we pushed it a little bit faster. You know, when you're doing this for yourself, unless you've got some super nutty Wulongs as well, make sure that you pay mind to those gravities. Make sure you seal up the boss. Like I said, if you perfectly seal the boss with gravity on turn 13, he'll start doing the death attacks. If not, he'll start doing it before. That's on you to use your discretion on what you want to do there. This was kind of like just a fun clear for me. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can get something from it. Thank you everybody, like I said in the video. Thank you everybody that sets friend units for me. It's tremendous. It makes this so much more enjoyable, you know, to be able to get a good friend unit. And all the people that I'm not friends with that watch these videos, I'm sorry. I wish I had more friend slots. Gumi, please give us more friend slots. I would gladly pay whatever lapis it costs to increase it to whatever the maximum is, because you know I want to help people with friend units too. But that's on them for that. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get something from this video. Have a good rest of the week. Toodaloo.